What's up, you guys? What's up?
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and apologize for a few different things before we start. For one, I'm sorry I'm so behind on this video, but I keep on putting it off, and I'm like, yeah, I'll watch it later. But I'm like, dude, everybody's probably watched this video already. I'm probably the only one who hasn't watched it yet. So I was like, I just need to do it. And I kept on putting it off because I saw how long it was. And then I was like, of course I'm going to have to commentate. Yes, y'all, for the ones who just can't stand me talking, I'm going to have to commentate. And I just hadn't had the time. And I also would like to apologize because I'm not having the best of days. So if I am a little impatient or I'm, snipping at Heather because my patience is like very freaking thin right now, I'm sorry. So bear with me, okay? I'm hoping doing this video will like help me ease my mood and my mind. So maybe I could thank Heather for that. Let's see how it goes.
So, just another FTR. Happy Easter.
I hope y'all can hear it.
Happy Easter, happy Easter.
It's pretty low.
I just wanted to update the record.
Why does she always... She's messed up. She's high. She's gone. I'm sorry. Already... There we go. There it is. I mean... She's fucked up. I'll say it. I'm not monetized. I still don't want my video struck or taken off or taken down or taken away. But she's gone. She's messed up. She's not sober. I really hope y'all can hear her. And I hope y'all can hear me. I can't remember if y'all said that I was... If y'all could barely hear me. There was like two of y'all who I think my voice was lower. I was like, oh wow, that kind of surprised me because sometimes I think I am too loud. So maybe this will kind of even it out. But today she's like, I guess she's on a downer or something. So she's talking. She's like freaking going really slow. And she's just delayed. She's a delayed bee right now. And she's talking really low. So I really hope y'all can hear her, even though I took forever and everyone's probably already watched this video already. It's okay. I'm going to pretend that there's some of y'all who haven't watched it before.
So, you guys all know, just to recap. First of all, I'm having...
Oh, look at there. I was able to turn it up a little bit. I swear I thought I already turned it all the way up. Okay.
Protein pancakes and scrambled eggs for breakfast. Delicious. This is probably like 20 grams of protein right here.
This is probably one of the most annoying things. I don't care about her food.
So that I could have 2 for this meal and 2 for meal number 2. I said I was supposed to be taking the weekend to rest because my body, I've been pushing myself to the absolute maximum. My mind as well. I'm not a thief. I've worked since I was 15 years old.
What?
In one capacity or another.
Okay, stop. We're gonna stop. And I'm gonna remember to see where this goes to. Because she says, I'm not a thief. And then something about, she was working since she was 15. You're not a thief? Okay. Did someone remind you that you were a thief in your comments or in your DMs? This is why we're talking about this? Because you definitely did admit that, you was stealing stuff. So let's see how this goes around. If we even remember. I have a feeling this is going to be like, why are we talking about this?
literally. I went to school at community college, and then I transferred to an online university, American Intercontinental, and I studied a bachelor's for administration of healthcare. Before that, I did a 6 month certification program for medical law and ethics. After that, I did a year long, 9 months in clinic, 3 months externship for certified medical assisting in phlebotomy.
Okay, I'm sorry for my ignorance, but what is an externship? I know what an internship is, but is an externship when you, I mean, is that the opposite? So is that you working outside of? I'm confused too because did she graduate? I thought she graduated, but the way that she's talking is that this, like, she almost graduated, but she still used what she learned. I don't know.
I've completed the courses in NASM, NCCPT, as well as ISSA for personal training and nutrition.
Okay. Did you
Um,
graduate though?
I have a lot of experience with my education, and none of that came easy or cheap. I had to pay for all of that myself or literally not test out because I couldn't pay them and I owe them still money.
So you still owe them money? I wish I was right there in front of her. Freaking, I want to have this conversation with her face to face. You know how sometimes, like, you're so aggravated, you're like, I just want to see somebody. I just let someone walk up on me, you know? I'm just like, I'm so aggravated and I just want to figure things out. And I'm that type of person where I'm aggravated. I want to see you in person. Like, let's talk about it in person. I hate like keyboard warriors and let me text message the crap out of you. Let's like meet face to face and then we can talk it out. Like, you say what you gotta say and I'll say what I gotta say. I just want to like be eye to eye with her to like ask her these questions. I'm just so confused. It's like one of those stories. I can't do it. It's hard listening to the story, and then it's like, why did I listen to that? Because now I'm just more confused than ever. I didn't learn anything. I just got more confused.
Um, which sucks, but it's like I still have the practical knowledge, which is what pushed me into like being an entrepreneur and like going into self-employed business.
So she did it?
When I began GoPro Solo Coco, it was like a joke. Like
Oh my
everyone
gosh.
laughed. Everyone's like, "Oh, you're not really doing your own content. Like you don't have your own production company." And it's like, what's the difference between working for someone else's production company and making your own? There really is none. You just,
Yes.
but
Yeah.
like in all actuality, if you're selling content and no one is your boss, are you not
Oh my
the
gosh.
owner of the business?
Child. It's not a.
I'm just asking honestly. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Um,
It's not a
but
business.
anyhow, I stopped doing that and I decided to turn the focus of the business on marketing. I love marketing. I took a 20-week marketing course with Shaw University. And everything I had learned in psychology, the medical environment, as well as the marketing course kind of all like meshed together
This is boring.
and gave me the ability to use those principles toward any kind of business, really. So I've been walking around to every business that I see, asking them, "Hey, do you guys need social media marketing? Do you need marketing of any kind? Are you hiring for any position? Like, what do you have open?"
Uh-uh.
Nothing.
She
Um,
lied, she lied, she lied. She had to sneak that one in there real quick. She was walking around going there for freaking media influencers, but then she forgot, oh crap, I need a job. I've been telling them I've been searching for jobs. Do you have anything available? You a dang lie.
I've sent out no less than 300 resumes just since I've moved in here
Oh,
in
yeah?
December,
Okay.
um, at least.
Yeah.
and walked
Totally.
around to a billion businesses,
A billion.
posted my resume on LinkedIn.
That's a lot.
What's the other one I posted it on?
Indeed.
LinkedIn, Indeed.
Oh, yeah.
It's in my profile here.
Mm-hmm.
I have like 5 different Instagram accounts that have all been grown to
I
like
know.
2,000, 7,000, 6,000, 8,000, 16,000, 30,000 followers, and I posted all of this information there as well.
Superstar.
So I decided last night, like, I can't sit here, like, I'm going crazy. I need money. I have 3 children, as you guys know,
Aw.
and I need to get to them.
Yeah.
It's been way too long. So I decided, like, no money is going to come to me, like, sitting in my bed at 11 o'clock on a Saturday night.
Right.
And I just got up and took the train, which was absolutely disgusting, by the way. Covered in filth. So dirty and yuck. I mean...
Okay, so... I'm sorry. I should just, like, pop my hand. So she was, like, laying in her bed. First of all, don't think I forgot. We were talking about how she supposedly was not a thief. Do y'all see where we ended up? She didn't go back to that. That's still there. So, I don't know if she was trying to prove a point, but she didn't. Okay, so she was laying in her bed at 11 o'clock at night, probably shooting content, and was like, dang it, nobody's sending me any money. I'm just going to get up and go on the... So she was laying in her bed at 11 o'clock at night and then just decided, I'm going to go get on the... What did she say? The train? Was it the train? Subway? I don't know. I couldn't do it. Good. I couldn't do it. We're too country right here. I would have to walk forever. But why? Why would you get up at 11 o'clock at night? You're already in the bed. It's 11 o'clock at night. No one's going to take you seriously if you're walking around and be like, hey, are you hiring? Like, most places are closed. What are you doing? That makes no sense whatsoever. I'm really curious of what she's going to say.
Just garbage everywhere and people, like, sleeping. It's so sad. It's really sad. And I walked around downtown.
Like,
I went to see Alyssa. Turns out she is alive and not dead.
What the fudge? Hang the fuck on. I'm sorry. Am I this late to the game? Alyssa? Who the is Alyssa? Because for a second, y'all thought I thought she was talking about her daughter for a second. I was like, what the fuck is she doing up at 11 o'clock at night being able to have visitors? If you're up, you're supposed to be in that bed trying to fall asleep. But that's Alexis. I don't know who Alyssa is. I guess it's one of her friends if she's downtown at night. Like, what?
Thank God. Because, I mean, what else are you supposed to think when all your friends literally overnight just disappear? And then the only content that they're posting on Insta is like a face, like every once in a while. Like, I thought she was okay, but at the same time, I thought, like, what if someone literally stole her phone and is posting old pics or like...
Okay, no, Heather, you just think people do that to you. Also, I don't know who your friends are that you're talking about, but if it's the people that used to hang around with around like the Dylan time, I'm sorry, but most of those people are probably not your friends. They were just like hangout buddies. And they're probably nobody that you need to be hanging around anyways. Like, who the heck? I only heard of one friend, and I've talked to that person, and she seems pretty cool. She seems really nice. She seems like she has a big heart. And you treated her like shit for checking up on you. So screw you for that, dude. Like, just like your family, the only friends, like, they all disappear because you're freaking crazy. And everybody who actually loves you and tries to freaking be like, hello. Like, again, you cannot lead a horse to water. It's hard as hell. I'm trying to remember that myself every freaking day. They finally realize we cannot do this anymore. The more they try to help Heather, the more she bites their head off. So they finally realize to back the hell off. And the only thing anyone could do for her is just to freaking pray for her. Because even if somehow, I was thinking about this to myself, even if somehow you are able to make that person get help, you were able to make somebody go get help, they would come right out and they would do whatever the hell they wanted to. Just like if someone was made to go to rehab, if they don't want to stop, they're going to come out and they're going to do whatever the hell they want. They have to actually want it to be good for the long run. And it sucks. Believe me, it fucking sucks. And this is not my first go around. And it just sucks because you want to just help people so bad. You just want to fix it for them. You just want to shake them and be like, what is wrong with you? Like, how can everybody else see this and you not see this? How are you sitting here playing the victim and saying all this stuff, and all you have to do is admit what is going on and go get help? So finally, I mean, dang, like, they can only do so much. They didn't disappear. They back the fuck up, dude, because you go after everybody who tries to help you. So unfortunately, until you speak up and you're like, you know what? I was wrong. I'm sorry. I need help. I want help. I want to get better. They're not going to be there unless it's at your funeral. Like, real talk. It sucks. But some people are so damn stubborn and hard-headed, you can't do anything with them. And it's sad because so many people are like, does she not have family? Does she not have friends? She does. And I feel worse for her family and friends, especially her kids, than I would ever feel sorry for her. I can't stand. And I know there's some people out there, I know this video is probably going to be freaking 3 hours long, but it's been a day. I know there's a lot of people out there who's been in her situation where, you know, some people have to go through this. Some people have to learn the hard way. Some people, unfortunately, don't even freaking learn. Some people have to end up do it 2-3 times. But it sucks. It freaking sucks. And that's why it's so aggravating. And that sometimes it actually is tough love whenever I'm commentating and I feel like I'm trying to talk to her. It's because I'm not trying to be a bitch, but it's like, come on. It's about that time. Like, you know, you had your pity party, you're playing the victim, you're trying to do this and that. Like, now it's time to get the hell up and fucking recognize what's going on and make it right. Can y'all tell that I'm having issues? I'm telling you, it's hard. It's hard whenever you want to save somebody and you know it, but you just can't do anything about it. That is one of the hardest things. I could never imagine. Like, oh my gosh. I won't say who my person is that I'm dealing with right now. Oh my gosh. It's hard. It is hard. So it's like days like these, whenever I'm having hard days, I can't find much sympathy for her. It just pisses me off. Sorry.
I don't know, dude. It was terrifying. And I've had the same experience with my family, so it's been just very scary. And to see her in person, I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry. But it was just really good to feel like, you know, she's okay and, you know.
Yeah, no offense. I'm not trying to be judgmental. Was she downtown getting fucked up? And y'all were like, oh gosh, hey, like, golly. Sorry, I'm transitioning. Yeah. It's stupid.
whatever is going on with her. She's not the type to like talk about it. So whatever, is going on, I'm sure she'll talk to me when she needs to, or if she ever wants to. She knows that I'm here, and I just let her know, like, not much has changed with my situation since we lived together, and I really, really, really need help. Like, I need a job ASAP, and I'll do I told her, like, Alyssa, you know that I'm a marketing genius and a genius, like, in many other areas.
Mm-hmm.
I love fashion. I love makeup. I'm a nice person. I'm a people person. Like, I do promotions, fitness. Like, if there is anything at all that can think of for a job, please help me out. So she said she would, and I left. She was working. Like, I'm sure I could have stayed all night long and
I'm sure.
hung out with her after she got off, or had a free drink at one of the other clubs. I went to Hush or Lush. I'm not sure the name. And
So you
another
did.
club, I think it's called, I don't know. And
She doesn't know anything, apparently. So, I mean, I guess I answered my question because she was in her bed at 11 o'clock at night, and she was like, I'm not going to make money laying in my bed at 11 o'clock at night, so I got up and took the train to downtown. Okay, so tell me, Heather, how are you planning on making money at 11 o'clock at night downtown in the clubs? I'll wait.
saw just people working, the normal shit, but I like asked them for jobs. And even though no one was like, yeah, you're hired, just not sitting here doing nothing felt motivating in itself. I do have a huge blister on the bottom of my foot now, like this big.
Oh my God.
Literally, huge blister. But I didn't drink or anything. I didn't really want to. To me, it's not fun to
Wait. Oh my God.
order. Like, I like to have my shit in order. An Uber at the very least. I had to take the train back here, and it's like a long train ride and scary and dirty. And the last thing I need is to like fall asleep on the train or like be fucked up in public and like someone does something. You know what I mean? So I just didn't take a drink at all. I stayed sober. It's Easter. Did I say Happy Easter, you guys? Happy Easter.
But she's sober?
I think I did, right? Or no? Anyways, Happy Easter to everyone. I spoke with the big kids today. My youngest is on her way to work. She has to work. My son is the middle child, and he went with his dad to the cemetery to pay respects to one of his father's friends who passed away in a senseless murder. Really, really sad story.
Okay, then
In
let's not.
2005.
Let's not.
I'm glad that my son is seeing
Bro.
the effects of what his father went through, the differences in the environments his father had to grow up in, and how blessed he truly is. Comparably speaking, it's an immigrant family.
Oh my gosh, really?
They work their ass off. When I say work their ass off, I don't know anyone who has worked even a portion as hard as they have.
This video is going to be horrible.
So this is my first husband. We were married from 2004. I was young. I was like 18, 19, until like 23. I think we broke up. And then I got a divorce from him like 3 years later.
You think?
I don't want to rush the actual like legal divorce part because people don't know like how stressful that is. And to go through that when you're already dealing with the emotional, like,
Yeah.
heal yourself emotionally first and then handle the money shit and the court shit. You're more rational and it doesn't affect your children as much. But he grew up in a really rough neighborhood. His parents always worked, 12-hour shifts. in factories. His dad worked at a nice restaurant, like a 4 or 5 star restaurant, for like 20 years. And just very hard workers, very hardworking family. Um, and unfortunately, we haven't struck gold yet. We're not rich yet. So I want my children to see, ideally, that when you work really hard and, do the right things.
Oh my gosh, I feel so bad. Like, I don't even know if I should put this video out because oh, I was complaining and bitching so much. And I'm not trying to be like rude, but I don't think this is her story to tell. How was her food not cold? Like, I couldn't even eat it anymore.
In life, good things come to you and that you're financially stable and abundant. But unfortunately, so far, that hasn't been the case for our family. And I know for a lot of other families too, who are under the impression that just being a good person and putting in a lot of work will pay off. So I'm asking, for the secret sauce. What's the missing ingredient? Like, what are so many people missing, America? Because it shouldn't be so hard to have all your bills taken care of, put food in your whole entire family's mouths, and have a little something left over to save. It shouldn't, especially when morally, ethically, legally, you're a good person. Alyssa's all good. Thank God for that. I dropped my name out there and asked a couple of cool guys that I met to help me. I asked Alyssa to help me. Why were they cool? They were just respectful, nice, friendly. That's it. Dressed nice, not weird. They didn't rape me. It's so fucked up, but that's where the bar's at. Like, it's just so fucked up. But anyways, so that's what's going on with me, you guys. It's Easter. Oh, I was gonna say, I said I was gonna take yesterday as a rest day. I fucking walked all the way to the doctor in Portage Park and then back home, 4.5 miles. Then I walked from Clark and Lake to Hubbard to Chicago Avenue by Bounce, and then back to Clark and Lake, and then back home. So probably another 2.5, 3 miles there. So that was my rest day yesterday, and I fucking walked like 7 miles. My heel, I'm telling you, my heel's like, I have a blister. It's a huge blister. Literally feels like I'm walking on water, but not in a good way. But I feel okay because at the end of the day, like I said before, like laying in bed, just like praying to God every single day for opportunity and for something to change so that I could be with my children is not going to be, it's not enough. I have to also like do stuff. So I'm just grateful that I was able to get out there and hopeful and
okay. I know I'm having a rough evening, but I feel like this is like a high cry. But yeah, you're right. It's not enough. I mean, you can pray and pray, but if you are not doing the things to line up, like, you got to put the work in. Like, you're doing way too much to I just can't stand it whenever she's like practicing 5 different religions, and then she wants to act like a freaking hood rat, and then she wants to, do and say all these things, and then she's like, but I pray. And it's like, okay, well, you also have to kind of live the part as well.
It's so embarrassing, but it's like I have to document everything that's going on because This struggle is important. It's important. I don't know, looking back what I could have done differently to prevent my life from being this way. But I'm hopeful that somehow for someone, if not to teach myself or them, what not to do or what to do to get ahead or to not give up, it at the very least like lets them know that they're not alone in their struggle.
Okay, sorry to interrupt this little spill, but just in case anybody's wondering, I really do not believe God would want her to go out downtown at 11 o'clock at night to the clubs. I don't think, even if it's to make money or for any job opportunities, I don't think that's a, try a different approach, Heather.
And um, feel comforted in just the fact that like we got to keep going. We got to keep going. You can't give up on yourself. So I just wanted to update you guys on that. I love you guys. I hope everyone has a great Easter. Spend time with your families. Rest. Um, Invite your whole family to the park and play soccer or football. Just have fun. Do a barbecue. Summer bodies though, don't forget. I'm like super on track with my protein goals. So I made 2 extra protein pancakes for my meal number 2 that I'll also have with eggs. And then I'm gonna make some ground sirloin patties. You already know I don't really make like much else. To eat with some garlic potatoes for meal number 3 and 4. And yeah, tomorrow I will. What? Oh, yeah. So I have custody of my children. It's not a matter of getting them back legally. It's a matter of every time I move, I'm followed. I'm sorry, you guys. So someone in the comments said that they had advice about my kids. And I just want to update you guys. So I have legal custody of my children.
What?
Um, I'm going through some court issues with the baby, with her father not answering the phone and just being a dick. But again, I
Or a protective dad.
don't think it's him. It feels like there's some pressure. Like, I don't know if he has a new girlfriend or what really it is. But I've never kept any of my children from their fathers their whole entire lives. And I had primary custody from the moment my children were born out of my vagina to the time to 2 years ago, about 20 months.
Is that not another contradiction? Didn't she just say that she had custody of her kids, and then now she's saying she had primary custody up until 2 years ago? So 2 years ago, you stopped having primary custody. I mean, this doesn't make any sense. The judge isn't going to be like, okay, well, you still have custody, but let's just let them keep them until you have a stable. No, that makes no sense. What's up? No.
Ago. Um, they always lived with me primarily. I did 90% of the work over their fathers, and the rest, the other 10%, their fathers, mom and dad helped me out with. So that's not to say my exes were deadbeats. They weren't at all. They were just always working. They would like be the type of father that's like, hey, want to go to the park? Hey, you want to hang out for a half hour? Like they were young men, like dumb, like not dumb, but like just not, like I'm a mom and I'm different. It's just, I don't know how to explain it. The point is, the kids were going to come back here, when I got here. But given that the apartment and studio space has been broken into and my money has literally been robbed from me 3 or 4 times at least, that's not including the vacuum bandit. I know you guys.
Okay, so then what's her excuse from before she moved in? Because she moved in this studio, November, December of last year. So it hasn't even been a year. So what's your excuse from the rest of the time? Like, she forgets that she tells us way too much.
You guys remember that guy? Or any of the clothing that was sold out of my closet. I have this huge walk-in closet that I literally had to move my clothes out of and put them all here in a laundry basket.
Oh my gosh.
Next to my bed so that no one can like walk in there and steal them. It's fucked up. I barely have any clothes to begin with left from all of this shit. I don't know who continues to steal from me, but it doesn't feel safe to have my kids here, which is like the biggest heartbreaker ever. Cause when I moved in here, I was like 99.9% sure that, they were going to be here too. So it's just been hard. You know, I had a car, I moved back in, I paid off my car, Cadillac CTS, all by myself.
Okay, that's a different. Usually I'm like, it would tug at my heartstrings, I don't know if it's because I had a rough day, so I'm like giving tough love to whoever the hell needs it. I'm done coddling people. Um, but I can't. Like, first of all, she was saying I thought they would move in once they had this place. Okay, why now? Because obviously you were having problems a year and a half before this new place. Okay, and then you were saying you had a new car. Okay. Eric signed, this lease on this studio. And then you were talking about I had a new car, and then she automatically tries to like jump to her old car, so people would think, oh, she just had a car that she just paid off. No, that was a whole different car. She got this studio because of Eric. She had a car that she was using that was Eric's. So I think what she needs to do, start from scratch. I think she needs to start humbling herself. I think she needs to go find a job, whether it's scrubbing toilets, flipping burgers, freaking go. It's a pretty decent job. I've never done it, but shit, I wouldn't knock it. Go work at you like hospitals, or you worked at a hospital. Go do, what are they called? Like housekeeping. It's not house, as long as you're not degrading yourself and you're not doing anything illegal. She needs to do that. It doesn't matter if it's the minimum wage, if it's a job that you don't love. She needs to do that. She needs to learn how it is doing things the right way. And then she also needs, even if she doesn't talk to Eric or she's mad at Eric, every day she needs to thank Eric, whether it's just in her prayers, and thank God for that studio that she has. That just like really, because the way she's talking is like she worked so hard to get this apartment and paid off her car, and they just took it all away from her, and now people are like stealing stuff, and I can't take it.
It was like the first like big purchase that I ever made, and to not have that, to make the final payment and then have them take it, was heartbreaking. I didn't have an easy life. You know, a lot of people think that like I just had everything handed to me. I had nothing handed to me at all. Everything that I have, I worked my ass off for. And so moving in here and choosing this space because it's directly like the halfway point between where my kids live.
I'm sorry, I just thought it was ironic how she was like, I never have anything handed to me. Right whenever I moved into this place. Oh yeah, tell me more. How did you get this place, by the way?
it just hurt. It's like soul shattering. Like, it makes you like lose your desire to, or willingness to be patient and do the right thing. You know, like my mind starts working, like thinking of all these crazy, like I've never thought about like doing something crazy for money. You know, like the
What?
craziest is like taking a date for $500 or $300.
You have got to be kidding me. That is an outright lie. You have got to be kidding me. This is what I can't handle.
$100 an hour, like that I've ever thought, and the things that you think of when you're just sitting by yourself, like with nothing and no one to ask for help. It's scary. It scares me.
Maybe this should call for a welfare check. Because maybe she's starting to think morbidly, like, instead of, I don't know. I hope she's not threatening or thinking about doing any harm to others.
So I haven't done anything. Like, you know, I'm a pussy. I'm a coward. I'm always like, all right, like this is gonna be my biggest heist yet. And then like I go in the store and steal eggs. Like it's fucking crazy. I can't.
What the fudge? What? I love how, like, it's a full circle. Like, in the beginning of the video, she was like, and I'm not a thief. I've worked hard since I was 15. And then you think she's about to address the thief. And no. And then now she admits to stealing eggs. Oh, man.
I'm scared. I don't get in trouble and I don't do stuff like that. I've been taught my whole life that you don't do that. So being like with my back against the wall to either like starve or do that, it's just been hard.
Girl, you ain't starving.
And then when I'm already in the position to have my space broken into, additionally, and things stolen from me, it's just like, what the fuck? You know, like, what the fuck? And you guys can see the FTR section. There's been no police follow-up, no police assistance thus far, no assistance from the system. I've gone and filed multiple in-person petitions with the courthouses. No one has done anything, you know, at all. So just trying to stay positive and motivated. Like I said, I didn't come home yesterday with a job or like a big change to my situation, you know, that I know of. But I did come home last night, like feeling like at the very least, I did everything in my control to look for opportunity, put my name out there, and you know, that's all that we can do, you guys. When things are not exactly as you'd like them to be, you know, sitting around and crying about them. I'm not saying don't cry, like it's gonna come out if it needs to, but then you have to dry your tears and like make a move. And I've been doing my content stuff. I've been in the gym. I've been on it with my diet and my summer gains. You know, I've been always in.
I understand, like, if that makes her feel better, but in the end, like, that's not the main goal here. Like, the main goal, what I thought, was for you to see your kids and to possibly have your kids at least some of the time. You're eating and losing weight, that has nothing to do with it. Even like her talking about her content or working out, I know she like takes pictures and she'll like video herself working out. That doesn't make her money. That's what I'm saying. She needs to like get down to the nitty gritty, write her list down, go for a mental check, get a job, like a real job, and do what she needs to do to get her kids back. Like, this online influencer, like, shit's for the birds.
Contact with my children except the baby. I haven't been able to reach her for a few days, which is really troublesome. She's 8, my baby, the youngest. My oldest is 15, and the middle one is 13. So I did talk to the 2 older kids, and they're good. The oldest is going to work today. I wish that I had a safe space to bring them and a car to pick them up. And I wish that it was mine, the one that I worked for, the one that I bought, the one that I picked. I don't want anything free in life. I will gladly accept it, but that's not the point in like doing these lives and like documenting. I worked my ass off, like I said, since I was 15. My first job was at a pizza place, then I worked at a movie theater. And that was in and out of like different situations, group homes, changing schools a million times. The Jamaica situation, waitressing, factories, retail. I put myself through school. I put myself into college debt. Like, I can't think of a single reason why I should be sitting here right now with no income and no vehicle and no access to my children.
Because you're not working.
But that's it. So I'm going to take today as a rest day, you guys, off from the gym. I'll probably make some more content because you guys are my only friends. But also because I love that. That's something that I absolutely love. And I love doing hair and makeup and creating stunning visuals and doing photo shoots and taking care of my family. And those are my passions. So I just suggest that if you guys are struggling, think about what you're passionate about and do that, because that's the only time that I feel any relief emotionally. I love you guys. Happy